Sarah Dervan, the Galway captain, with us. Hi, Sarah.
Hi guys, how are you?
Great, thanks for joining us. Congrats on the win at the weekend. Galway 16 points, Kilkenny 2-8 at Croke Park, which must have been nice as well.
Fantastic, yeah. You know, it's not often we get to play there, so it's great to actually get a match in it now and win was class now, in fairness.
Well, how do you find Croke Park? A lot of players who play there talk about suddenly this massive pitch. Defenders especially, not big fans.
No, definitely not. No other room, no other little forwards running around trying to make you run. But no, look, it's a fantastic pitch, and the surface in it is just exceptional. So it's great to get Camogie out there, and especially with the two men's matches on afterwards, it was a great day. And you have to say hats off to all parties, the Camogie, the GA, and Croke Park for letting us bump in on the day.
I caught a good bit of the first half. I was in here, we were doing the paper review, so I couldn't really watch the second half. But I did leave it at half time, and it was 10 points to 4. And I thought, well, Galway have this wrapped up. And then suddenly I'm hearing with 13 minutes to go, Kilkenny are back to within a point.
Yeah, we kind of knew Kilkenny were going to get their purple patch. I was kind of an area we said we needed to react well to, because Kilkenny in the semi-final of the All-Ireland last year got a goal on us, and we kind of went into our shell, and before we knew it, we were 6 points down immediately after they got the goal. And I suppose when we seen the first goal go in on the second half, then we seen the second goal, and we said, this is a test of character now. I suppose we had to stand up and be counted, and thankfully Niamh Hannafy got an outrageous point over in underneath the Hogan stand to settle the nerves a bit again and give us a bit more belief back in ourselves. So it was great that we actually did answer it, and it was important for us to get that win.
I sensed it was important, actually, reading your comments and even some of your teammates, like Tara Kenny was saying, I think we are mentally stronger this year. People have looked at us sometimes like we're nearly spoofers or bluffers, which is like a big statement, that you're kind of carrying around that little chip on the shoulder. Is that the sense you've kind of had, that people are looking at Galway and saying, a little bit mentally soft?
Yeah, I suppose last year Kilkenny bet us 3 times, and we were always getting to semi-finals and stuff like that, but not breaking through to the final. And I suppose that's where we found, we know we're good Camogie players, and I suppose we just didn't maybe believe in ourselves a bit, that we had the capability of actually competing with the top 2 teams of Kilkenny and Cork in them. And it was just for us, for the league now, it was kind of just trying to build a bit of confidence in ourselves and kind of grow for championship.
The defensive record right across the league has been really strong. I think the weekend, Kilkenny's 2-8 is the most you've conceded. I think Cork managed, they put 13 points on as well. But other than that, it seems like defensively, Galway are a really tight-knit unit.
Yeah, we're a good side. Now look, Kilkenny got the 2 goals that we're going to have to unfortunately look back and understand what actually happened, because they weren't. They were sloppy goals on our behalf. So I don't think we're fine-tuned yet. We still have a lot of work to do. But look, we have 11 weeks to the first round of the championship against Kilkenny. So we have to drive on now from that. We can't really accept the 2 goals that went in either. Yeah,
Kilkenny again, great.
yeah, Kilkenny at home on I think it's the 13th, 14th of June.
Yeah,
so it's
yeah, Kilkenny at home, Offaly away, Limerick at home, and then Wexford away, I think, is your other game.
Yeah. So it's the league is great and all that. It's brilliant to win it. But the real focus is to drive on now from this week on and concentrate in the first round of championship. Because Kilkenny are going to be a different animal come the first round, and it's important that we don't just sit back now and accept what we've done so far, that we actually do push on.
And will it be 11 weeks of kind of straight training, or will you go back to your clubs? Obviously, in the men's equivalent, they're having club month now across April. Is it full on Galway inter-county focus, or will there be time for club?
No, we have 2 rounds of club championship in May. So we'll be released back for a week or 2, a couple of weeks for that for them. But it'll be mostly county, and then you'll have your I'd say about 3 weeks, 4 weeks club. But it's unfortunate we don't have a like Leinster or a Munster. We don't have any of them kind of a championship. So it's just straight back into first round.
You're, I mean, it seems like you pretty had no choice. You just reading about you had no choice but to play hurling.
Yeah, well, we kind of in the sticks here in Mullia, so yeah, just we don't have anything else to do but play hurling. So, no, but look, it's something that I enjoy, and look, it's it's part of who I am, and I love it, and thankfully I have a great club behind me, and the girls, and we're not doing too bad, thank God.
No, far from
not
it.
doing too bad.
Your dad was part of the 1980 Galway team, is that right, Jackie?
Yes, he was actually. Yeah, he was. He unfortunately had we've gammy knees in our family, so he had cruciates back then that you didn't have the old surgery to fix. So he was on the panel. But look, it's great to see him having the medal, and it's the two lads are playing hurling with the club now, and they're playing championship at the weekend. So have to get behind them now, and hopefully.
Yeah.
Let them. Hopefully they'll beat Clarenbridge at the weekend.
So growing up in the sticks, was it out the back garden, out the front garden, poking around, and that's what you do?
I wouldn't say poking. It's more of standing goals and don't move.
All right, okay. You got the dud job, standing goal. We'll whack shots on you.
Yeah, exactly. And you either responded or you went off crying. So they kind of just bet it out with me now.
That's nice. That's what brothers are for, to just be mean.
Yes, exactly. Absolutely, be mean, and just they reckon I'm strong because of them, but I don't know about that.
And did you think about pursuing a career in goals?
No, Jesus, no. I was a goalie for a while, but I don't know. It's hard enough mentally in full back, but in goals, it's just, I don't know. I think you nearly need to have to be half mad in there at times.
I think more than half mad. Yeah. It must be the craziest position to play in any sport.
Yeah, like you touch the ball maybe a handful of times, and if you don't react well every time, you're a fall for the goal. So it's not a nice position. No.
So I saw your manager Colin Murray making the point that last year there was a real emphasis on trying to tighten up defensively, and almost this year the handbrake is going off a little bit maybe, and let's you've got brilliant forwards and let's try and use them more. What kind of things are you guys working on in training at the moment?
I can't be telling you that. No, look, Cahill I think he's just trusting us more, I think, and like let girls express themselves a lot more. Like last year, he only came in late enough in the year, so he was kind of trying to learn his trades at that stage and understand what we were and where we were going. And like it was brilliant to have him and the setup in place in this year and doing the pre-season. So we had a lot of gym work and stuff like that done, and it's great to have their management set up is immense, and they just put Camogie first in their lives now, and they don't leave any stone unturned for us, which is great for us because we respond well to that, and thankfully we have so far.
Yeah, no doubt. So you were part of the team that won in 2013, the All-Ireland.
I was, yeah.
Are there many survivors?
There is actually about 7, I think, of us. 6 or 7 of us still playing. But yeah, look, that was a great day. Like we didn't think that we would go so long again without probably going up them steps in the Hogan. But look, well, you cherish that medal, but I suppose you can't get carried away now. All we have to do is just focus on Kilkenny now in the first round and take each game by game, and hopefully be coming out the right side of that for, towards the latter end of the year. Yeah.
And what's life for you? Are you based in Galway, or are you trekking up and down with work, or where are you?
No, I'm based in Galway, so I work in Parkmore in Medtronic and the Enterprise Excellence Group. So,
right.
But Medtronic now, in fairness, they're brilliant. They're huge supporters of me and Camogie, and they follow everything to do with Galway Camogie. So they're brilliant. I can't really ask much more of them now. There was a gang of them texting me and everything for the match and all that, so it's brilliant. It's great to have the support.
Great.
So Camogie doesn't get that much, so it's even yourselves tonight now. It's great to have this time to showcase and talk about Camogie, because trying to encourage young ones and everything like that to play, and it's important that it gets out there.
Is Camogie a harder sell than football, do you feel?
I don't know, actually. The ladies footballs must be doing something right, because the numbers they have are huge at the All-Irelands. But I think that the Camogie is getting better. I think women's sport is getting better in general. Just I'd love to see it accelerate quicker. But no, we're getting there. Like I said, Sunday now was a massive showcase for Camogie to be out with the men's, the two teams, and the fact that it was on telly and everything.
And it was a good game as well, like you started off brilliantly at a really good pace, some brilliant scores early on, and then the bit of excitement with Kilkenny coming back. It wasn't you don't always get a good game, a good showcase, but I think you got it on Sunday.
Yeah, we did. It was a good game, in fairness. It was kind of let flow a good bit of times, which is great for the game, like, because there is, like, the players there are exceptional, and they need just to be given the freedom to do it. And sometimes, unfortunately, it doesn't always happen that way, and the games are more stop-starty than free-flowing.
That was a big complaint in last year's All-Ireland final, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was. I suppose the referees and stuff like that, and the rules and things like that are going to hopefully change. Like, I suppose we've kind of changed in strength and conditioning for the last couple of years now. We've kind of been progressing with that, and I suppose we need. I suppose our tackles are harder. Camogie is supposed to be a non-contact sport, and it's all about contact. So,
are there plans to change the rule? Because it kind of has to change, really.
Well, hopefully at some stage that, like, it's kind of hard because the referee does get a lot of limelight. But is he doing what the rules are asking him to, or we're the ones that are doing them? But, like, all we want to do is play and be let free flow as much as possible, and hopefully there'll be some kind of give and take in both scenarios. Yeah.
Okay. Listen, thanks so much for joining us. Much appreciated. Congrats. A national title is no small thing, and I guess it's full steam ahead. 11 weeks' time, and Kilkenny at home is going to be a great game. So I guess you want the Galway public to come out and watch Galway-Kilkenny in June.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, anyone, everyone, young kids, bring their kids to see matches, because you learn a lot from team sport, and it's great to have them there and showing them that it's important that Camogie players are role models as well, and that they get to learn and watch these players and aspire to be like them. So yeah, it'd be brilliant for everyone in Kilkenny and Galway to get behind us, and Camogie in general, for everyone out there. Yeah, no doubt. Well, look, it was a really good game on Sunday. I have no doubt Kilkenny are looking forward to coming back down and playing you again. So yeah, no doubt about it. Yeah. Listen, Sarah, thanks a mil. Thanks so much for having me, guys. Thanks. Not at all. Cheers. Sarah Dervan there, Galway captain, who beat Kilkenny on Sunday in the league final, 16 points to 2-8. Kilkenny had been going for 4 in a row.